thank you because of your continuous and unmeasurable support that you continue giving to our programs that we air every day. And today we have another program of a motivational talk. Now, because many of us live in different situations and we know that these situations might hinder our life, we have chosen today to discuss about how do we come out of a situation of despair. Many of our people, especially since the time of Corona up to now, so many of us are living in a life of despair. They don't know what to do in order to come out of such situations. Now today, I want us to base our arguments and our points on how now we should come out of these situations that might hinder our development and our life, because we should live a quality life. Now, we are going to discuss, and I've just programmed my program. The first one, we will call it part A, and then we will have other parts as we continue. Now, some of us might be in situations that might be very hard. Now they ask themselves a question. How would I come out of this situation? Now, before this, there is a very bad thing that somebody thinks about. For example, how low are you? Uko chini kiwango gani? What is that? Why are you too low? And why? That is the question that I want us to answer first. Now, some people are too low because that is not their situation initially, but it is because of the situations that they made in life. Number one, we have two things to discuss here. Number one, we have poverty. Poverty has made many of us to be in such a life of despair, to live a such a life of despair. Where does this poverty comes from? Number two is illiteracy. So today, I want us to base our mind on poverty. Now, what has brought people to such like poor life skills or living? Now, number one, what has made people to live in such like life of poverty is family issues. For example, you live in an integrated marriage. So the father married the mother, and they decided to leave each other on the way because of hardship of life, family pressures from the parents, society that does not appreciate any of them. So they decided these pressures are too much and they departed ways. But now, such registrations have brought about this life of poverty somebody is living. Now, another issue that will bring about poverty is the responsibility of the parents or our guardians. There is some of our guardians who are very responsible when it comes to bringing up the family members or our children. Either they are drunkards or they abuse drugs. And this one makes the family to have greater poverty, living in a very poor life. There is no house, there is no food, there is no clothing. The basic things, they are not available. Now, when we are talking about this, now, in these situations, now some people are too inside, but they don't know how to come out of these situations. My friend, let me tell you something. You can come out of any situation that you are in. This is because you are destined to come out of it. Why do I say you should come out of it? Because for how long are you going to live in such like a situation? Because if you continue living in such a situation, you are going to continue to have this continuity of this poverty in your family for your children and your grandchildren. Now, what do we do, especially when we are talking about poverty? Number one, we should know that we were not created to be poor. We are all created in the same way. Either it is by disease that somebody might be born in 6 months, but in a normal circumstance, everybody was born within 9 months. And this one makes us, all of us, equal. Now, if it makes us, all of us, equal, now what then differentiates us from what we have or what we own? It is because of where we have been brought up. But now you are big enough, you can think. You cannot continue complaining. No, you should make a U-turn. You should make a U-turn. Now, when you are making a U-turn, remember there is some things you are not supposed to do. How do we make a U-turn now? When you are making a U-turn, you should remember that you are not the same people who started this family. And if you are not the same person who started this family, you don't tend this family to continue in the same situation. And that's why I'm saying we should, number one, make a U-turn and think and focus about what we need. This world belongs to all of us. So we should think what we need. And number one now, when we want to come out of the situations, we should make a U-turn. Because I believe everybody is created with a different ability. So you can know and you can identify where you are best in. Now this one will make you to have a U-turn. Part 2 of it, believe in yourself. Because if I cannot read in class very well, I can dig in the shamba. If I cannot dig in the shamba, I can be a very good athlete. I can be a very good footballer. I can be very good in drawing. I can be very good in talking to some people, especially when it comes to politics. There is something you can do. You can lace a bicycle nicely. Now, realize your potential, your strength. Now, that's why I'm saying, now, believe in yourself. There is something, one thing, that nobody cannot do with more than you. And identify it. Some of us, instead of thinking this positive way, they give in and they go to drinking. Now, when you do such like things, you are making your family to continue the lineage of poverty. And that is not good. Part 3 of it, find a reason to be strong. Just find one reason to be strong. Because if you are married or if you are a youth, you should know that there is a day that you will be responsible. So find one reason that will make you somehow strong. Now continue. So, number 4, start. Don't fear. Start small because there is no problem. And continue. Continue looking and setting to your goals. Now, this one will make you more stronger. What do you need in such life? What do you need in that thing that you think you cannot do best? So write down. Because I believe a million starts with 1 bob. Because if you remove 1 bob from a million, it won't be a million. So, that's why I'm saying, let us start now. Not in any other day. Now. We start now and we start small. We don't fear. Fear has made many of us not to go very far. And my viewers, my beloved viewers, let me say that we are going for a short break. And when we come back, I will have a very good talk on this theme of how do we come out of the situation. My name is Peter OKEMWA. I'm the motivational speaker. Thank you.